The Israelites were on the move, a vast multitude journeying through the harsh desert. They had left Egypt behind, escaping the bonds of slavery and oppression. They were heading to the Promised Land, a place of hope and new beginnings. Balak, the king of Moab, was afraid. His heart pounded with fear and uncertainty. He saw the vast number of Israelites, their camp stretching as far as the eye could see. He trembled at their victories, knowing they had overcome great obstacles. Balak had heard stories about the God of the Israelites. This God was powerful, a force to be reckoned with. He had defeated Pharaoh and the Egyptian army, a feat that seemed impossible. Balak feared the Israelites would do the same to him, that his kingdom would fall. He had to do something, anything, to protect his people and his throne. He had to protect his people from the impending threat. He knew of a man named Balaam. Balaam was a prophet, a man of great spiritual insight. He could speak to God, a rare and revered ability. He could bless and curse in God's name, wielding divine power. Balak decided to seek Balaam's help, hoping to turn the tide in his favor. He would ask Balaam to curse the Israelites, to weaken them through divine intervention. Balak sent messengers to Balaam. They carried gifts and a tempting offer. "Come," they pleaded, "curse these people for me. They are too powerful for me to defeat." Balaam listened intently to their request. He knew the Israelites were God's chosen people. He knew God's power, but the offer was very tempting. Balaam didn't rush to answer. He sought God's guidance. "Do not go with them," God told Balaam. "You must not curse these people, for they are blessed." Balaam obeyed. He told Balak's messengers to return home. "I cannot curse them," he explained, "for the Lord has blessed them." Balak was furious. He refused to give up. He sent more messengers, this time with even greater promises of wealth and honor. "Just come," they urged. "Surely you can curse them for me." Balaam found himself tempted again. He wanted to please Balak. He also wanted the rewards. He went back to God. "May I go with them?" he asked. God, in his infinite patience, allowed Balaam to go, but he gave him a firm warning. "You may go," he said, "but only if you speak the words, 'I command you.'" Balaam set off on his journey. He rode his trusty donkey, a companion he had relied on for many years. The path ahead seemed clear, and Balaam was determined to reach his destination without delay. Unseen by Balaam, an angel of the Lord stood in the path. The angel had a drawn sword, ready to confront anyone who dared to pass. This divine being was there for a reason Balaam was yet to understand. The donkey saw the angel. The donkey stopped dead in its tracks, refusing to move forward. It sensed the danger that Balaam could not see. Balaam, blinded by his ambition, became angry. He beat the donkey, frustrated by its sudden disobedience. He couldn't understand why his loyal companion would act this way. He wanted it to move. 3 times this happened. Each time the donkey stood its ground, sensing the angel's presence and the danger ahead. 3 times the donkey saw the angel and stopped. 3 times Balaam beat the donkey in anger. The donkey's actions were not out of stubbornness, but out of a desire to protect its master. Finally, God opened Balaam's eyes. He saw the angel standing there, blocking the path with a stern expression. The realization hit him hard. The angel spoke sternly to Balaam. "I have come to oppose you," the angel said. "Your path is a reckless one." "This donkey you're beating has saved your life," the angel continued. Balaam realized the gravity of his actions and the loyalty of his donkey. Balaam was humbled. He realized his error and felt a deep sense of remorse. The weight of his actions pressed heavily on his conscience. He had allowed greed to cloud his judgment. He had disobeyed God's clear instructions, letting his desires lead him astray. This realization was a turning point for him. The angel's message was clear and undeniable. God was in control, and his plans were unshakable. Balaam understood the gravity of the divine encounter. God would protect his people. Balaam continued his journey a changed man, now committed to following God's will. His heart was transformed. When he reached Balak, he did not curse the Israelites. Instead, he blessed them, speaking words of prosperity and protection over them. He spoke of their strength and God's favor. Balak was furious, but there was nothing he could do. Balaam's words were guided by divine authority. God had shown his sovereignty. He had used even a stubborn donkey and a disobedient prophet to bless his people, demonstrating his power and wisdom. The Israelites remained safe, protected by the one true God. Their faith in him was reaffirmed, and they continued their journey with renewed confidence.